Today we're going to be making fried chicken sandwiches. Now what's better than just plain old fried chicken? It's when it's in between two incredibly soft brioche buns. Now the list of ingredients is quite long, so please be sure to note this down. For the marinade, you're going to need boneless, skinless chicken breasts, whatever hot sauce of your choosing. I prefer Cholula, some salt, buttermilk, and a potato chip dip seasoning. Whatever you choose, you can have ranch, garlic, hot, it's up to you. For the breading, you're going to need all-purpose flour, cornstarch, salt, freshly cracked black pepper, cayenne pepper, and that same seasoning packet from the marinade. For the dredge, you're just going to need 1 large egg, some whole milk, and buttermilk. And for the rest, you're going to need brioche buns, whatever oil for deep frying, dill pickles, or whatever pickles, some American yellow Kraft cheese, and some mayonnaise. All right, let's get cooking. Let's start off with slicing the chicken in a butterfly manner. So this recipe calls for 2 whole chicken breasts, but be sure to slice it completely so you end up with 4 pieces. The little extra wing or leftover from the breast, just set them aside and use them for another recipe since we'll only be using the main sections. Place them in a large bowl and add 235 milliliters of buttermilk, a couple dashes of whatever hot sauce of your choosing. In my case, I'm using Cholula, around 2 teaspoons of salt, and a tablespoon of whatever potato dip seasoning. Here in Norway, we have something called Mårud's holiday dip seasoning, and it's this tangy, garlicky, yet a little spicy seasoning mix that works wonders for this recipe. Go ahead and mix all those ingredients and be sure to get into all those nooks and crannies. Cover the chicken completely and let it marinate for at least 2 hours in the fridge. For the dredging process, let's start off with the dry ingredients. So in a glass pan or whatever container of your choosing, add around 200 grams of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper, around 2 teaspoons of cayenne, 2 teaspoons or a nice pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and a tablespoon of that same dip seasoning. Whisk it all together. Now for the wet ingredients, crack 1 large egg or 2 small eggs in a large bowl, add 120 milliliters of buttermilk, and add about 2 tablespoons of whole milk. Whisk all those ingredients together completely. We're going to be using a traditional dredging method. That means the chicken goes directly into the dry ingredients first, then into the wet, then back into the dry. Be sure to have a dry hand and a wet hand or else things might get messy. Be sure to cover the chicken completely and place them aside on a plate. Have your oil at 175 degrees Celsius and cook in batches of 2. We'll want to cook these for around 5 to 6 minutes each, and be sure to flip them halfway through. After, place them on a wire rack to let any excess oil drip. Next, while your chicken is resting on the wire rack, place 1 slice of yellow cheese on each chicken and place them in your broiler at 150 degrees for only 30 to 45 seconds. We don't want to lose that crisp, we only want to melt this cheese. Then you're pretty much done and you're ready to assemble. There you have it, fried chicken sandwiches. Oh my god. It's extremely delicious, first of all. Very crispy. The brioche bun pairs perfectly with that fried chicken crisp. And overall, it's just a perfect sandwich. Thank you for watching, and be sure to hit that bell icon for weekly updates.